Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Scottish Disney Cars Collector YouTube channel. And today, as you can see, we will be reviewing this. The 2000 and... Actually, I don't know why I'm saying that because I have no idea. Well, it's the Ramone's House of Body Art playset. From back in 2006 to 9, whenever. Um, so I got this off eBay for the great price of £37, which is a steal considering how much some of these go for now. And it's all complete, there's no missing bits. So I was very happy to pay that because I could have got it with the original box. Someone was selling this on eBay with the 2006 Desert Art box. I could have got that. Basically I was asking the seller if it was complete. I was waiting for a reply, and I thought, okay, I'll wait for the reply and then send him my best offer. Basically, I was in work when I was doing this, so I had to leave my phone and just go and disappear, essentially. But I thought, right, what I'll do is I'll come back, send him my best offer, then if they accept that, the money will be in my account, good to go, because eBay automatically charges you now with that, unfortunately. And by the time I came back up, seen their message, someone had already bought it before me, which was incredibly frustrating because I really wanted that box. It would have been such a good background piece and to show off in this video. So I had a look on eBay. Someone was selling one at the exact same price to us. I thought it was the exact same seller, but it wasn't. But it was £37.12. I can tell you that. Postage might have been slightly different, but I basically paid the same amount of money, just minus the box. So I was fine. I was a bit annoyed, but I thought, you know what? I wanted this to review. I wanted this set in general, so I thought, you know what? Fine, we'll just buy it without the box. Even though it would have been really nice to have. So I've kind of been on a fixation, I guess you could say, recently of buying some of these old playsets. Because Piston Cup Productions has been reviewing a lot of the old like main playsets, like the Piston Cup 500, the Super Track Mac, the Carburetor County, Mountain Challenge 1. Oh, just bumped the camera. Sorry. And more recently, he's done like the Crisscross Thunder Hall track, which I will be reviewing very soon on the channel. There's a little tease for you there. I actually bought that off eBay last Monday. I got it for the fantastic price of £45, which is mental, considering how much it goes for in the box now. It's about 200 odd quid. And that review should have been out before this one, actually, because I was going to do that, and then this and another playset, which I've got behind me. But unfortunately, because of the bank holiday, as this is the UK, the parcel has not moved since Thursday, which is incredibly frustrating because I was hoping that I would get the chance to either review it today or tomorrow and look at it over the weekend just gone. I think what's going to happen now is it's going to be a case of I review it on Saturday, which is completely fine. That works out for my upload schedule anyway, but yeah, it's just incredible because I was so excited to get that track. It's on the way, it's arriving. It's the waiting anticipation and try to, because I don't get a lot of time to record reviews in that, so I try and use any spare time I have now, because obviously I want to keep to this channel and make content for you guys and upload and create, since I don't have a lot of spare time to do this stuff. So that's why I record videos far in advance when I get the chance. There's still 2 reviews I've recorded on diecast that you have not seen yet, just because they're backups on a day where I probably can't record anything or upload. So like I've got them as backups, good to go. Because this review will be going up just after I've recorded it. So yeah. Anyway, that track is on the way. You'll probably see a community post on it soon. And that review will be up hopefully by Saturday, I'm hoping. So yeah, I've kind of been on a fixation. I've also just bought the Flo's V8 Cafe playset, which again I tease in a community post. That review will be coming up soon. Basically, I'm trying to get all these old building playsets. There was only 4 of them, as you will know. They were done as Toys R Us exclusives. Again, between 2006 to 2009. The reason why I know that is because, it's very hard to find high quality images of the boxes of these, because it's just the playset itself most people will be looking for. But I know at least probably 4 box set variations of these, because for Ramone's House of Body Art, I've only seen the desert packaging, which again I could have had, but I missed out on the listing. Luigi's Castle tires, again I have only seen that on desert packaging, but I think I've seen it on supercharged packaging. I could be wrong, but I think I have seen that. Lizzie's Curious Shop, this is the interesting one. Seen it on Desert packaging, but I've also seen it on Racerama packaging, which tells me that they've released these all the way from 2006 to 2009 at least. I've not seen any final lap variations. And then Flo's V8 Cafe, I've seen that on Desert, Supercharged, which is the packaging variation, I've just got it on. And it was also done as a Toys R Us exclusive. Well, it already was a Toys R Us exclusive, but it was done in their Radiator Springs Classics line like back in 2012. I don't know if they re-released any of the other 4 sets, but I know they've done that one. That was when they re-released like the Piston Cup 500, and they also done the Radiator Springs World Play set, and they basically re-released like some random Cars 1 background characters, like I think Edwin Cranks was in that range. I know Bugmouth McQueen was in that range because I got him from that line back in the day, so I know that. But it was basically their line of just re-releases of Cars 1 stuff. That's why it's called Radiator Springs Classics. So, this is a very long ramble, but yeah, I am aware that they at least done these from 2006 2009, but I can't find any more packaging variations. I've only seen Desert 2006 era for this, but I have no idea what era of packaging this is from, because this one didn't have the box, so this could be 2006, 2007, 2008, or 2009, or possibly fucking 2012. I don't know if they re-released the other 4 sets. I've only seen Flo's V8 Cafe with the completely redone artwork on the Classics line, so yeah. So, sorry about that. My aim is to get all 4 of these, of course. I have another one behind me, which I'll be recording after this. The review will be up for that soon. I've got the cafe on the way, and this is pretty much going to give away the one that's behind me. It's Luigi's Casa del Tars. I only have one more to get now already, and that is the Lizzie's Curious Shop. The problem is that is very rare as well, like Flo's V8 Cafe, Casadella and House of Body Art. They're the more cheaper sets to get. But the cafe set, I mean, that goes for like 100 quid, because apparently that was only in the USA. I never knew that it was a UK. Sorry, I never knew that it didn't come to the UK. I knew it was a Toys R Us exclusive, but I never knew it was only available in the USA, which is mad. That's why it goes for so much. And in the Curious Shop, I'm seeing that between 50 to 90 quid. So there is one listed on eBay right now for a decent price, but it's not complete. That's the thing, so I'm umming and ahhing about it. But yeah, because another thing as well about these, it's very hard to get these complete road pieces. My Luigi's Casa del Tars unfortunately does not have these road pieces, so to make that look better, I'm basically going to rip the road pieces off of this. And so, do you know what, I'll just show you. It's literally right behind me, ready for the next review. See, this is it. No road pieces at all. Which I didn't notice at first, but I got that for the fantastic price. Sorry, I was just fixing it. I got it for the fantastic price of £10. So that is why I have it, and I didn't realise how incomplete it actually was. We'll go for that in the review because I was quite annoyed. Oh, anyway, sorry for that long ramble, but yeah, basically I've came to the realisation, well, not realisation, but I'm never going to get the Precision Series sets. Those came out long ago now, and the line was cancelled, and they're just very hard to get. Like that Flo's V8 Cafe is like £2,000. You know, I'd much rather have a smaller budget playset version for display rather than paying like £2,000 for a high-end replica. Because I think these are pretty fucking good replicas for kids' toys, to be completely honest. They're not 100% there. Of course the Precision Series set looks better than this one, but these are really good if you just want to pay lesser for little buildings. Yeah, they only done the 4 of them, which is the unfortunate thing. I would have loved to have seen more. They basically done the crisscross road, like X. That's what they basically done of the 4 sets. So, but I would have loved to have seen more of these. Obviously the gimmick with these was the lights, which we'll come on to. But yeah, anyway, let's get into the review. I'll probably put a timestamp in the comments just so you know when to actually, if you just care about the review and nothing else, then that's fine. It's just, there was a lot to go into it there, so I shall stick a timestamp if I remember. Anyway, so yes, this is the Ramone's House of Body Art playset that I believe was exclusive to Toys R Us. I think all these 4 sets were. Now, as you will know, they all came with die casts. In fact, the original Luigi's Casa del Tars set came with 5 die casts. We'll go into that in the review. However, unfortunately, out of the 3 of these I've bought so far, none of them have die casts, which is completely fine by me. I'm not bothered, because I have those characters anyway, of course, as die casts, so it's not a huge loss to me. weirdly though, I don't have a lot of the variants, and what I mean in that sense is I never had a China Luigi and Guido growing up, so I don't have them. I never had a China Mater growing up, so I don't have that either. I've got a few like spares and repairs ones, but I don't think I've got a complete mint condition China Mater. Like an original one with the metal back half that wasn't plastic, because there were Cars Maters that had the plastic toe beds basically. Flo I did have, and Ramone I also had, because I'm pretty sure I got the 2 pack of them from Supercharged, and then the Ramone I'm sure I got as a single. Um, so yeah, I basically, and I don't, those, at least those two, those China variants of Flo and Ramone, I had my originals. I don't have them with me, unfortunately. So basically, we've had to make do with. I'm not going to review the diecast. It's just here for show, really, to show you what comes in the set. But yeah, you basically got a diecast of the Purple Ramone, like the most classic Ramone. Like this is the definitive Ramone to me, even though it's not my favorite. It's the definitive Ramone look. Just that purple, the classic flame job. Yeah, so obviously the set came with a China variant of this. Again, I could have done this a bit more prim and proper, but I don't have most of my collection with me at the moment. So unfortunately, I've just had to make do with this. I literally found this yesterday underneath a pile. I was looking for it because I knew he was there under a pile of stuff. I was looking for him. I was like, hey, there he is. He'll do it for the review. But yeah, it came with a classic standard purple Cars 1 Ramone. Basically, that's all you need to know. And this is obviously the Thailand variant, which I do love. It's so fucking nice. Love this version of him. But we will review him another day. It's just here purely for show. So the set. Well, I'm going to take these off first because it's the way I've had to film this video is incredibly bulky and awkward. This is, as you will see, this is not how I traditionally do these. Also, we have natural daylight for once and not a flashlight, but because I'm recording this earlier enough. But yeah, and I know the background's really not the best. Apologies about that, guys. But I'm having to make do with the very little space and atmosphere I have right now for doing videos for you guys. It's all going to change one day. There'll be a proper background, and this will all change. It's just, this is it for now. But I want to get these reviews done for you. So for this, yeah, the way I've had to film this is incredibly awkward. The tripod, basically, it does have a downward angle. However, I've had to basically put the phone obviously on it. However, the holder is covering my screen. So for example, I can't see this on the screen right now. I can't because it's being covered by the holder. Obviously, if I move it, I can see it on this side of the screen now. So yeah, it's going to be a bit awkward to do this, but because of how bulky this is, I'm going to take off the road pieces. But yeah, the road pieces, they're interchangeable. Obviously the idea is your car goes along the road. Yeah, they are interchangeable, these, which I never knew about them. I always thought these were attached, fixed to the set, but nope, you can basically take these off, and obviously you can put it in here, for example, even though that does look kind of strange. Or you can take that off, and is there any way of attaching it here? No, because that's too big. But that's kind of your lot, really. Basically, the smaller ones will go here, and then basically these two end parts have like slots for the bigger and smaller ones. So yeah, you can basically interchange the road, and I imagine if you have a full set of them, you can basically just put it around the entire thing, of course. So, but it's just the two road pieces with this one. Anyway, I'm just going to take them off because they're really getting in the way. So, Ramone's House of Body Art is obviously his seller shop, his workshop, his car shop. I don't know what to say about that, but yeah, it's Ramone's, place he owns in Radiator Springs. I've always loved the design of Ramone's House of Body Art. It's just so simplistic, but really stands out, and like I love that sort of yellow sandy look, and just these little like entrances and a little clear window of like maybe a display of like a car or his paint job or something. I love the sign on this, that ridge detailing with the clear lights. The only problem I have with this is just how the rest of it is stickers. I don't like that at all. Oh god, the back doesn't even have, I've only just noticed that the back doesn't even have any of those details. That's kind of shit, to be honest, because I think all 4 sides do have it. You would think. Yeah, I just kind of wish they sculpted all these like this. I actually only just noticed that. Was it yesterday or today that just the front and then all stickers? It just hadn't occurred to me. Like, oh yeah. But yeah, it's kind of rubbish to be honest. But we do have the main gimmick, obviously, which is the front, which I'll go into that in a minute with the lights and stuff. But yeah, very nicely sculpted. Actually, you know what? I'll set this off because this does come out because it's a socket plug, which I didn't know about until I opened the parcel. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Anyway, beautifully sculpted, obviously in clear plastic and Ramones, so the light really flashes behind it. I just wish that these were sculpted as well, because it would have been so cool. Obviously, the lights come on individually, and just seeing that go down, it just would have been amazing on all sides of it. But yeah, it's some kind of socket plug, as you will see. Basically, there's nothing in this to make it work apart from that. It's this you want to plug it into, of course. So yeah, we'll probably just, you know what, we'll just take that off for now. Actually, I don't know what I'm going to do first or last. Actually, do you know what, we will, see whilst we're here, we will do the lights. So I can take this off and do that all a bit better when I actually open the thing. So obviously the idea with these was they all had flashing neon lights. So there's your battery compartment and also what it's connected to, and you switch that on. And there you go. I have changed the batteries. There was already batteries in it, and they seem to be doing okay. But as soon as I changed these, it was just already a lot brighter and faster. But yeah, I mean, this just looks fucking amazing. I love this so much. Ramones. I was wondering if they came on, like, because it seemed like they were clouding up a bit of... Huh. I've only just noticed they are actually individual in the sense of, because I thought it was like one big light, sort of maybe taking up 2 letters and then 2 more and then 2 more. No, this is prim and proper. But yeah, it looks really cool. So it's a nice sort of yellow-green light. I suppose green because the text is green on that side. But yeah, I could just look at this for hours and keep it on. Like, just look at that. It's just amazing. It's so well done. I love it. So cool. But yeah, obviously the gimmick was the lights. Just love the way way they come in individually is amazing. In terms of more detail, well, it's just a building really, isn't it? It's brickwork and these little entrances, and of course the House of Body Art, which again I really wish wasn't a sticker. It kind of detracts from the look of that. I wish this was all sculpted properly. Didn't have to light up, but it would have been nice if it was sculpted. Also, the sticker's kind of a bit peely coming away on this one, so I should probably just leave that and not bother touching it at all. There's your other entrance. You just can already see the inside. Obviously, a nice big clear window. And then as for the back, just basic brickwork, and you can see the joints, obviously, for how this is going to split open. But yeah, pretty self-explanatory. I love the pebbled work on all this. Like, it's on every surface area. You know, sort of concrete and the brickwork and the roof. I love this pebbled work. I always loved that on toys. See that there as well. I think it's because it reminds me of like an old Thomas track or something I used to have. I remember seeing that as a kid and I was very attracted to like that style of how they design stuff. And yeah, just looks amazing on this. Just gives it a bit more, you know, life rather than just being flat and grey. And as for the roof, are these air vents? I have no idea what they are. Cleverly disguised the battery compartment underneath this sort of I have no sunroof. I don't know. I would need to look at the detail of the building in the film and see if that's actually there. And then there's these random finds up here. I have no idea what they are. Could not tell you. Anyway, we shall open the set. So I'm just gonna take that off. Oh fuck! Because we'll go over the details first and then the play features basically, and at that point I will attach the roads pieces back on so it's a bit better. But you lift up this panel and you unclip this and you basically pull from here and it all splits open. So, yeah, there's not. I wouldn't say the play features on this are amazing. They're okay. I think of the best thing about it is the layup sound. Yeah, it's they're kind of basic in all honesty, and like I know this was a set intended for kids. You know, it's not really meant to be movie accurate, even though it kind of is as well. But it's just not 100% amazing. And I suppose when you really compare to how Ramone's House of Body Art looks in Cars 2, you know, it's like it's nothing like this, you know. I mean, the design obviously changed at that point, but because we don't really see the inside of his shop in Cars 1, I think the only time we literally see it is when McQueen is about to get painted and he's cruising look, and that's pretty much it. You don't see it for very long. But the detail, again, it's really nicely done. I like the mass of it. And also what I loved about this as well, or at least about this one, is it splits open from the front. That's what I hate about the Luigi's one. It splits open from the back. And obviously the cafe has got that balcony thing, and then Lizzie's shop has just got the pop-out signs. But that's what I love about this, is like you can display this like front on center, and even just have the roofs up if you want. And it's even like that, you can just sort of display it like that if you want. So it's open and you've got a bit of scenery and that going on. Like, see, the thought was behind it of how collectors could display these, whereas the Luigi's one, it just literally opens from the back. And it's just I don't think it does it particularly well. I think this is just a lot better. But again, as for the detail, well, you've got this sort of ramp thing. We'll come on to that. But you've got hood designs, Ramone's House of Body Art, radiator springs, and then just basically hood designs, you know, I guess like the colours or tattoos, whatever you could choose. That purple one there kind of looks like he's that. Actually, it's the exact same one. Just the flames are purple, and orange. Interesting. But yeah, you've got a purple one, sort of beige one, a pinky peach one, and a blue one. There's this I guess paint gas canister. I don't know if check it out because that's just sliding around. I don't know if this comes out. I kind of pulled at it, but I was like, don't want to break it. But if you look at the bottom, like there is slots in here. So I think this would come out, but I'm not going to do it, obviously. I was just curious. But yeah, that's sculpted in blue, and again, it has radiator springs on it. Over here, you've got serious includes. I can't read what that says. I think it says serious includes custom paint, flame jobs, pinstriping, body art. Knocking the camera. Jesus Christ. Sorry about that, everyone. Oh, fuck. Sorry. Sorry about that, everyone. Because of the way the stand works, basically the phone... the stand was being toppled by the weight of the phone. It was too top heavy, basically. So I've brought it down a bit lower, which would probably help for this review, actually. But yeah. And it's also got this little... I guess... paint gun attached to string. Like, in terms of play features, this is my least favourite thing, because this just does fucking nothing. Because even if you were to get your Ramone and say like a car came in, I'm just going to show an example of this now because I can't be arsed doing it again. But your car comes in, yeah, so McQueen with shovel. Don't have anything like I don't really have the proper die cast to do this with right now, because I just packed them all away yesterday in a bag and stuff. I've left a few sitting out because I knew I was going to do this review today. So, but basically, like, yeah, the idea is, yeah, you have your Ramone obviously, and you basically that's on the side of him, and you go shh, you know. But because this doesn't attach to anything on the die cast, it just kind of sits there and does fuck all, and it's really annoying. Obviously what does make this better though is if you have the hydraulic version. Now it's not as tall as that, but it's got the paint gun on them. It would make a bit more sense. Again, that one I don't have with me. Mine's just back at my other place. I have one sealed here with me currently, and my girlfriend has it. The hydraulic one with I've just realised he doesn't have a paint gun actually, never mind. Okay. The one that came out in 2021 has just been re-released this year. Just hydraulic Ramone. But she's not opened hers yet and I don't want to open her thing. So this has to make do. But you know what I'm getting at. This probably works better with the hydraulic version and just fucking forgetting about that, especially one that has a paint gun. Anyway, yeah, I'm not a fan of that at all. I do not like it. It's just fucking irritating, to be completely honest. Anyway, sorry. If you come over here, there's a window. I'm wondering if you can you really see a reflection in that? Oh yeah, you can. I've not looked at this like properly. Huh. See, obviously it's kind of hard to show this off. But you know, again, because yeah, well, there we go. Looking at himself in the mirror, all warped. Yeah, so there's a proper like mirror, but it's all warped and I'm wondering if you can see the camera. What the hell is that in the background? I'm wondering. Oh, it's taking the reflection from over there. Interesting. I think that's blocking the camera view. I was just curious. Anyway, yes. So yeah, you got this window. And then more of this clear transparency. And another wee entrance. Another thing this comes with, obviously, is this rotating turntable, which is strange. It's pretty basic. It feels pretty cheap and nasty as well, to be honest. But yeah, it's just sculpted in purple plastic and lighter pink. And show it slow. If that'll put, yep, show it slow and Ramones. That's it. So basically, I get show it slow, so it just slowly turns and rotates. And yeah, your car obviously sits on that. Okay, I'll choose Ramone, and yeah, there you go. You just get the idea. Purple match. Oh, I just realised the purple matches the match, which is nice. But yeah, and basically a little turn is. I think that's meant to be a wheel, sort of designed like a wheel. A little turn bit, and yeah, it's pretty basic. This flap opens up. I have no idea why. Because it's not like you can get your car to raise on that really. So for where this goes, so I don't know what's that. Also, this was very hard to. But I think this came loose when I got it, and it's very hard to figure out how to attach it. But you don't want to press this down too much because then your ramp will just stick up and not really sit down flush. So you sort of want it halfway there, and I've just got it perfect, so I will not be taking it off ever again, to be honest. Hopefully not, anyway. But yeah, it's pretty basic grey ramp. And yeah, there's not much you can do with it, but it's good for that shop window sort of display if you set it like that. Even though I put it the other way because it lines up with the entrance a lot better. So yeah, right, we shall go into play features a bit more properly. So obviously the lights is a thing, but I've just took this off because it's easier. I'll reattach the roads actually. Which is probably going to be easier if I close this up again. Nah, actually it should be alright. Sorry, talking to myself. Just want to make sure this is on the right side as well. There we go. Yeah, that just makes more sense to me. Right. Okay, more pieces. Yeah, so we want the longer one on this side. Or do we? No, we do, yeah. So that on there, and this on that side. Okay. And there, that in there. I'll just try to get it to clip in flush. That's fine. Cool. Doesn't need to be perfect, so I'll be taking them off anyway for the Luigi review. Right. So your play features are, I think, pretty self-explanatory. You know, already showing off what I've done in the review, but just set up nice and prim and proper. Get that there. Get that over there. Right. Okay. So your play features, basically, what you do is I'm just gonna use Ramone for this. Because, yeah, I know it probably look better for another car, but I've already shown you how that would be done, basically. And, well, McQueen with shovel, it kind of doesn't work because of the shovel. If I can get... Because he's just raising it up and then... Yeah, obviously I should just tell him, but... Then he sticks out. It's just, yeah, it's not going to work. So I'll just use Ramone. You know, the diecast it came with and was intended for. So, yeah. Have your Ramone, basically, drive him about. You know, could do that. Or that, for example. So basically, drive him up. Do that. And then sits on there. And then you raise that up. And then, you know, paint. You know, pretend. Then he can come off. Maybe come out, go around here. Because I prefer to do it this way. It comes around here and then raise that up. That sort of ramp. Yeah, I know this is not exactly what would happen, but there we go. It's all about a child's imagination. I cannot fucking see that, so I need to bring this over here. Yeah. And basically just bring out a little bit and then rotate him on the table. And my hand's covering that, but he can see himself in the mirror, basically. Yeah, he's get the idea. That's gonna fall. Yeah, and that's kind of it. And I guess you could, you know, get him to fuck off. Yeah, honestly, play feature wise, it's pretty poor. I think this set. Like the outside is amazing. I prefer that to the inside, even though it's a cool detailed interior. It just doesn't really do much. But I guess given the price, you know, it's not gonna be precision serious. Obviously, it's just I just think it's a poor set for play features. That's all. I think the Flow one does the play features the absolute best, and I cannot fucking wait to get that because it looks amazing. The amount that does is incredible. And then the Luigi set, well, we'll come on to that. But and then I think for play features though, this is not even the worst Lizzie's shop is. It's just fucking pop out signs, which is just kind of shit, I think, to be honest. And then a launcher, which is not even accurate. Like it's just poor. I think that. Anyway, yeah, I will close this up and we'll wrap up the review. What I like to do is raise that up and then set that in. It's just so it's not fucking around the place, kind of loose. And then I like to. That was at the wrong side. Yeah, just clip that down or rest it. Get that in there. Hold on, it's not the way I like it. Wrong side. Fuck's sake. Sorry, everyone. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. I fucking drop it. Sorry. Sorry, I know I'm being incredibly picky. Right, that should hopefully be it. Yeah, that'll do. Cool. And then you want to lift that. And then this. Actually, I'll reattach this first. There we go. Clip that into place. I'm going to turn this on for the rest of the review. Clip that in. And close. And there you go. That is your set. Stick them on there. So there you go, everyone. That is my review of the Ramones House of Body Art playset from 2000 whenever. Because again, I don't know what variation this is. I know they weren't any different. There might have been a point where they stopped including diecast actually. But yeah. Anyway, on the whole, I do like it a lot. It's very nice. I've always loved Ramone's House of Body Art. He is my favourite. Radiator Springs Townie. He's my favourite car of all time. He's the 1959 Chevrolet Impala. And I forgot how good that Talon variant of proper Ramone actually is. But yeah, I don't have any more much to say. The worst thing about this set for me is the play features. Yeah, I know it's meant for kids and that, but I just don't think they're really great play features. It's just basically a raised ramp and then a spin thing, you know, and a fucking paint gun that does nothing. It's like, it's a bit rubbish, I think. This is amazing though. I absolutely love this, and I do like these road pieces a lot. But it's good for display and show, and that's what I bought it for. So it's gonna look great when I have all four of them together. Anyway, yeah, I don't have much more else to say. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all soon. Goodbye.